This chapter is about the outliner. The outliner displays the objects in the 3D viewport. Just like in the viewport, you can click to select objects. If you hold Shift while clicking, you can select all objects between the first and last one you click on. If you want to select multiple objects individually, hold Control while selecting. You can rename an object by double-clicking its name. Alternatively, you can rename an object by selecting it and going to the Edit menu, then choosing Rename Active Item. The hotkey for this is the F2 function key. Next to the object's name, you'll see a tab menu. If you open this tab menu, you can see the data and applied settings for that object. For example, if you open the tab menu for a cube, you'll see that it contains mesh data and has one material assigned to it. We'll go over materials in more detail later in the Material Settings section. The outliner also has a feature called Collections, which allows you to group objects. By default, there is one collection inside the scene collection, simply named Collection. As you continue working, the number of objects in your scene will increase. Organizing objects into collections helps keep the outliner clean and structured. Each object also has icons next to its name. You can toggle these icons on and off to hide or show objects or exclude them from rendering. If you toggle the icon for a collection, you can change the settings for all objects inside that collection at once. To add a new collection, click the plus icon in the top right. You can move objects between collections by dragging and dropping them. You can also nest collections inside other collections, allowing you to create a hierarchical structure. When adding a new object, make sure the collection you want to store it in is active. This way, the new object will automatically be placed inside that collection. Collection options can be found in the Object menu under the Collection section. One of the most commonly used hotkey is the M key. Pressing M allows you to quickly move selected objects into an existing collection or create a new collection. Now, I'll create a new collection named New and move the selected objects into it. You can also access collection-related options by right-clicking a collection icon in the outliner. From here, you can set a color tag for the collection to help differentiate between them. The Select Objects option is especially useful because it allows you to quickly select all objects inside a collection. Next, let's look at the filter icon in the top right of the outliner. By activating different filters, you can change what is displayed in the outliner. You can also enable restriction toggles, which add extra icons next to objects in the outliner, allowing you to change settings as needed. For example, enabling the arrow icon lets you toggle whether an object can be selected. Now, I've disabled selection for all the objects on the screen. As a result, I can't select them even when using box selection. Similarly, in the Selectability and Visibility section, you can apply the same settings at the object data level. The search bar allows you to quickly find objects in the outliner. This is useful when your scene becomes crowded with many objects. Alternatively, if you have a lot of objects in your viewport and can't find one in the outliner, you can select the object in the viewport and press the period key in the outliner to locate it instantly. By the way, pressing the period key in the 3D viewport focuses the camera on the selected object. Lastly, the icon next to the search bar lets you change the outliner's display mode. By default, it is set to View Layer.